You can see here that we've protected the surrounding areas and suspended our reinforcing with some pieces of wire. Now place the concrete by moving it into the form using your hands and making sure that the entire casting surface is covered. Work gently around the embedments and inlays. We don't want to dislodge any one of them. Remember that the clock is ticking here, so you must work quickly and carefully. This is definitely a two-person job, and you must have a friend or an assistant on hand to always help with the pours. Once you have the form filled, we can go ahead and use the vibrator to consolidate the concrete and force most of the air bubbles to the top. This is going to help minimize the amount of holes that we need to fill later on the finished countertop. Stick vibrators are great tools, but you have to be careful with them because it's easy to dislodge some of your inlays or affect the reinforcing. So be careful when you're vibrating. Once all of the concrete has been placed in the form, you may need to shake the table to get all the concrete leveled out before you screed off the excess. Screeding, which is the process of leveling and flattening, works best with a helper. While one person runs a screed over the side forms, another can remove the excess material from in front of the screed. While screeding off the concrete, keep things moving along because by this time, chances are the concrete will start to stiffen up. Once screeding is complete, use a wood float or a concrete finishing trowel to smooth out the back sides of the concrete. This ensures that the bottom of the countertop is smooth and sits evenly on the cabinets. You also want to ensure that there is no concrete hanging over the sides of the forms. Make sure the tops of the forms are cleaned and the plumbing knockout is exposed. Be sure to clean up any excess concrete residue around the mold, around the sink and faucet knockouts, or any other area because even though this is the bottom of your countertop, it'll make placing it much easier over your cabinets if it's completely flat. Snip those wires that suspend the rebar cage. Now all we have to do is cover the concrete with a sheet of plastic. This next step is really important because we don't want the backside of our concrete to dry out while it's curing.